level of decentralisation that exists in Rwanda is very different to most other countries that I've visited. I think also that it's very clear that energy is a massively important issue for Rwandans, and that your government takes it seriously, and it's incorporated certainly into the planning at the different levels of government that we've been interacting with. Secondly is that you have some very ambitious plans in terms of dealing with energy issues. And we've discussed a lot today about how realistic those plans are and how local government is involved in trying to bring about those plans as a reality and some of the difficulties involved. There are a series of challenges that you face in Rwanda specifically. Actually, the lack of purchasing power of the poorest sectors within Rwandan society. And the ability of renewable energy in particular to be able to improve the incomes of those community and the relationship between those two factors. Secondly, we've heard quite a lot about the need for greater investment in awareness raising and in training. And a lot of the programs that you run have faced those specific challenges and what the role of local authorities in addressing those challenges might be. I think the third thing that's I've picked up as the discussion has gone on is the degree to which all actors with interest in the energy sector are involved within the discussion and the debate. I think on this table here there was a theme that came up quite strongly. And potentially the role of the current JAF in bringing those sectors into the discussion and the debate. That certainly seems like an issue. It seems to me that actually that level of involvement is higher in Rwanda than in any other places, so it's a very good kind of starting point. But I think the discussion we've had around the tool and the participation and so on is really interesting. As a geographer, an underlying current that I've picked up during the course of the day is the degree to which a lot of processes in Rwanda focus on Kigali, and the degree to which the strength of businesses in the areas outside of Kigali and what difficulties that imposes for those that are not based in Kigali is solved. And so one is the number of staff involved in energy issues and the different issues they have to deal with, the other of which is the capacity of those staff in liaising with the various actors that we've got around the room today. And the final thing, which is always practically the most important thing in all of these debates, is finance. And that's been a key theme as we've run through the course of the day, ranging from the systems at the national level for large-scale investment in meeting electrification targets, through to the forms of finance available to support off-grid and the difficulties that off-grid projects face, to the mobilisation of resources amongst communities themselves. And that's the third kind of financial area that involved. It seems also that the decentralised system, at least in principle, provides an awful lot of the space for relationships and partnerships to grow and be established in different parts of the country. And finally, the other thing that struck me is that there is, from the discussion around the room, an enormous public interest in addressing these kinds of issues as well.